Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. So let's get into it, you guys. And what's going on, you guys? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV with a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday, and I intend on doing the exact same. So, what is going on, you guys? Now, before we get into today's mess, let's talk about what we got coming up on tonight. Now, as you guys already know, the season 5 premiere of Chasing Dallas will be airing tonight at 8/7 Central on the Chasing Reality platform. Make sure you guys tune in, and soon after the show, the Chasing panel will be returning, starring Jamar, Carl, Scotty, Tramel, Terrence, and Jeremy Speaks TV. Make sure you guys tune in as we talk about this brand new season of Chasing Dallas and many other things. All right, so make sure you guys get into it because we back and better than ever. All right. But anyways, that's all that we got for the church announcement. So we are going to go ahead and get into the mess for today. And we're going to start it off with Mr. Bobby Lytes and Miss Akbar. Okay, that's what we're going to start off with. Two of the most annoying people that ever came out of Love and Hip Hop. But I must say that I am on the side of Bobby Lytes in this particular situation, and you're going to know why. Let's get into it. Now, this is how things got started. It all got started when the Neighborhood Talk posted some rapper by the name of Unnecessary dissing Megan Thee Stallion for allegedly sleeping with her manager, T. Ferris, and saying that she was stealing all of her rollout ideas, okay? Bobby Lytes commented on the post, and he was like, child, and rolled his eyes. So that's when Akbar V came in and said, I'm tired of you. When I see you, it's up. You talk so much hillbilly, hard punk, whatever they're supposed to mean. Okay, so that's what Akbar said to Bobby unprovoked. So that's when Bobby came back and said, hold up, Akbar, you been wanting smoke, I can tell. Same way I always got something to say. It's the same way same shit you do. Except the people actually are tired of your you are delusional AF. You are a jealous, bitter ass woman who needs therapy. Remember, you started with me. Then you threatening me. Why? Because you don't like the comments that I make on social media. I don't know you. I don't with you. So why today you want to poke the rainbow bear? Don't make me post receipts of you being on my years ago when you needed another one of your pages back. Man, move around and find the next target because I'm not the motherfucking one, you twisted toe turd. Bobby Lytes also had more to say on Twitter. Now, he also said, and I got a bunch of girlfriends who's in the ATL right now that will mop her pear-shaped body ass. Oh, my God. Then he said, and you cannot rap. Oh, my God, you effing suck. Then Bobby also said, ain't Candy her cousin? I love Candy. Love Candy down. So I apologize in advance. But it be Aki mouth. She starts with everybody. She has built her entire life beefing with any and everybody and kissing Nikki's ass. Okay, and I agree with that. She said, he also said, didn't Drake just give you money to invest in your career? Man, I see it now. This hoe finna go blow that on more surgery, perks, and strip club chicken wings. Girl, where's the content? Where's the videos? Where's the songs? You have yet to make anything stick. It's given. Give it up, delicious. And then he also tweeted, he added Akbar and said, Akbar, where you at? Bring your friends. Now, I'll bring my girls and you bring your boys and let's dance. If not, shut the F up, ho. Exactly. I'm done. Not going back and forth any longer. All right. So that was Bobby Lytes coming after what's her name? Akbar. And I must say, I know that a lot of y'all don't with Bobby Lytes at all. I barely was with Bobby Lytes, okay? Let's be 100. I don't. But he had every right to drag class. Every motherfucking right. Because he did not say nothing to Akbar. He didn't say shit to Akbar. And she decided that she was going to bring her ass over there and start shit. Now, here's my thing with her. She always on the wrong side of shit all the time, but I'm gonna get into why she's always on the wrong side when we get to the very last story of today. But that girl always starting shit. She always doing dumbass shit. She always got something to say when she don't need to say shit. Okay. And we're tired. We're tired of her. We need for her to sit the fuck down and realize that we don't give a about what she's talking about or what she's saying. Girl, shut the fuck up. You did not have to say anything to Bobby Lights. But if anybody, but if that was, but the Barb's gonna take up for your dumb ass because they love the fact that you up on a Nikki's ass, so they're gonna take up for your ass. Just like you always got something to say about Megan. And I'm so glad that Megan ain't said nothing back to you. Megan ain't never responded to your ass because you want clout. That's all you want. And we're tired of it. Okay. We're sick of it, and we need for you to sit the fuck down and stand down. Bobby ain't doing nothing wrong. He gave you exactly what the hell you was asking for. You was looking for a moment, and he gave it to you. And that's all I got to say about that. So we're going to move on to the Real Housewives of Potomac for a little bit. And we're going to talk about Ashley Darby. Now, Ashley went to, I guess she went live, and she had something to say about that brawl that happened on Potomac. And this is what she had to say. Let's take a listen. Hold on, wait a minute.
Do it. I've said and repeatedly say, I don't condone fighting. I just don't do it. Like, we talk, we yell, we say things with our words. My castmates and I have all gone toe to toe at some point in time. I've never, ever thought to use my hands. I'm just not that way. So for the actions that happened that night, they are not in alignment with who I am. They are not in alignment with what I believe. And I could never have anticipated that would happen. I know a lot of people think otherwise, but yeah, I just don't get down like that. I don't roll with it. It's unfortunate that it happened that way, but I can only deal with the aftermath, and that's it. I'm an adult. You've never seen me put a hand on anybody. Okay? I'll never spank my children, and I'll never put hands on anybody who doesn't touch me first. And that's just that. So what else? Mia looks stunning tonight on Watch Happens Live. I saw her little video. She looks stunning. I will have to say that I love that girl. She shared a lot, and I commend her so much for revisiting and letting people into that very challenging part of her life that was shown tonight on the finale. That was not easy, and she's a trooper. So kudos to her.
So that was Ashley Darby speaking on the fight that happened with Kiana and her friend, the Cookie Monster. And she's basically standing on her stance on she does not condone violence. She don't like fighting. Fighting is not her forte. That's not what she does. Oh, excuse me. I will go on record and say that I do believe Ashley. I don't think that she's a fighter. I think she's always said that she's really not anybody's fighter at all. If I recall, that is what she's always said. We've never seen her threaten to put hands on nobody. We've never seen her put hands on nobody. Do I think that she invited the Cookie Monster to her event for her to put her hands on Candace? I really don't believe that. I know a lot of people believe that she did, but I don't. Now, do I think she invited her to be messy? Absolutely. I do think that she invited her there because she knew that Candace and Wendy would be there. So, Ashley is messy as fuck, and she loves to stir the damn pot real, real, real good. She do. So, I do believe that is the reason why she invited Cookie Monster, but I don't think she invited her there to fight though. I'm for real with that. And I know y'all probably gonna eat my ass up for saying that, but I don't care. It is what it is. It comes with the territory, honey. But I don't think that she, invited her there for a fight, for a whole brawl. That I don't believe. But I do think that she should take some accountability for inviting her. I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of the fact that is your real friend, your real life friend, or whatever she is to you, you do know that she got problems with some of these other girls. Like, she lied on these girls' husbands and stuff like that. So you really can't expect these girls to really be all willy-nilly cool with her and shit like that. Like, you really can't expect that. And you knew it was going to be some drama in the building. And I get it. You working for your check because you ain't did shit. But this might end up being the reason why you ain't got no flute or no check at all. You might get a pink slip instead of a damn flute. And I hope you do get a damn pink slip, to be quite honest, because I'm tired of your ass. You ain't doing shit. Get the fuck on, honey. So that's really all I got on Ashley. So we can move on to Miss Wendy Osefo, honey. Now, this is one of the girls that I feel like is probably one of the most hated people on this damn show. The people love to hate on Wendy's for whatever reason, and I never understand why. But apparently, and I got this from Mr. Housewives. That's a Bravo blog on Instagram. And it basically says that Wendy Osefo is not happy with former Beverly Hills housewife Teddy Mellencamp and called her a Karen. Now, it all started earlier this week when Teddy and her co-host Tamara Judge was talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac on their recent episode of their podcast, the Two T's and a Pod podcast. Okay, Teddy said that Wendy needs to be fired, in which Tamara seemed to agree with. Since their episode was released, the snippet has been going viral, and Wendy apparently has come across it. So today, Wendy uploaded a screenshot on Twitter of Teddy asking her to come on the podcast. Now, in the uploaded screenshot, Teddy asked Wendy 2 different times in which Wendy left her on red. Kind of embarrassing that Teddy begged her twice and Wendy gave her dust. Wendy's caption of the screenshot said, "I got it. I understand why Wendy would be upset, but Tamara also agreed with the comment. Why not put her on blast too or address her too? Is it because the fans hate Teddy and you knew people would applaud you? Teddy and Tamara didn't say anything that the fans aren't saying. With the potential shakeup on RHOP, many fans have been voicing that they wanted Wendy fired." So, Teddy clapped back at Wendy's Karen comment and said, "Got what? They wanted you, that I wanted you on the podcast before watching the season." But Teddy has a point. Teddy and Tamara watch all the Housewives shows and recaps the episodes along with giving their opinions. I'm not fans of Teddy and Tamara, but they will do what we all do. We may like someone 1 minute and then we'll watch an episode for a season and have a different perspective of them and may not like them anymore. Many people's perspective of Wendy changed this past season, and it really might be the reason why she does get fired. Okay, so that's what this blogger said. Now I'm gonna get into what I got to say about what this was said in a minute, but let's listen to what Teddy boring ass had to say. Let's get into it.
I can't help it. I'm really trying to get on board with
just
Wendy.
gone.
Like by paused, I mean bye.
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 Nice knowing you. I'll see you later. What's gonna happen with Wendy?
I need her to be paused.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I'm really trying to get on board
just
with Wendy.
gone.
Like by paused, I mean bye.
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 Nice knowing you. I'll see you later. What's gonna happen with Wendy?
Okay, so that is what they were saying on the podcast that I've never listened to in my life. So so after that, Wendy got wind of what was going on and what was said on the podcast, right? So this is what went down. So Wendy posted the Instagram DMs that Teddy sent. And it says on March the 1st, 2023, Dr. Wendy, hope you're well. Your reunion performance should definitely be taught in Housewives 101. Would you be able to come on Two T's and a Pod with me and Tamara next Tuesday on March the 7th? We'd love to chat with you. Then she wrote again on November the 3rd and said, just bumped into your husband walking down the hall. Come on the pod today. We have a suite we are podcasting from at the Four Seasons. So it looks to me like Wendy didn't left her on red many a times. So then Wendy reposted this and said, got it. You, Teddy Mellencamp, just wanted my attention. Hi, Karen. Okay. So that's what it was. So then Teddy said, got what? That I wanted you on our podcast before watching this season. Notice that's when the DM stopped. You would think with 4 degrees, you could come up with something more original than Karen. Teddy, shut the fuck up, okay? Because what did you think she was going to say to you when you were sitting up here saying that you think that she needs to be fired? When you the biggest crybaby that was on Beverly Hills. And here's the thing. I don't know what everybody's issue really is with Wendy, because I've been seeing it more and more and more as the seasons go along, that people really can't stand Wendy for whatever reason. And the same shit that they try to call Wendy out for, the same could go for Giselle. I was just looking at some shit last night, and I saw somebody say something along the lines of, you know, Wendy doesn't really like to move forward and she never tries to move forward and she holds on and things. And I'm like, the shit that you saying about Wendy, That's the same thing I say about Giselle. Then they say Giselle does try to move forward. No, the fuck she don't, because if she did, she would have tried to move forward this season and last season when Wendy tried to move forward with her. So let's not give me that. Like, people only give Wendy all this heat for whatever reason, and I'm really not trying to go down that rabbit hole. Okay, but that's what the people believe. But yeah, Teddy can shut the fuck up. And everybody else that feel like Wendy need to get fired, tell me why she need to. I want to know why she need to. Can somebody tell me that? Because can't nobody really give me no real reason as to why she needs to be fired. Y'all just don't like her, and that's okay. But Teddy and Tamara wasn't the greatest on their shows either. So for y'all to be former housewives and to be telling a current housewife that they need to be fired, do you really believe that they gonna want to talk to your ass like you want them to get some food taken off their damn table? I'm pretty sure you didn't want nobody saying that about you, Teddy. So shut the fuck up. But I do believe that Wendy should have gave that shit to Tamara too, because I don't like her ass either. So it is what it is. So we can move on to the very next story. And the very next story is Porsha and Simon. Now, apparently, Porsha is giving us the real reason as to why she filed for a divorce from Simon Gobadia, okay? And I think the reason being is that we already knew what the reason was. So it's basically, who the F did I marry, honey, okay? Porsha admits the revelation of Simon Gobadia's sketchy past is the main reason why she filed for a divorce. She didn't want to be married to a stranger. Your job is to protect PJ and I, and you have not. That's what she said, honey. That is what she said. And as you can see, that is all of the stuff that happened in that came out, all these, everything. So let's get into what the neighborhood talk says. Now it says, neighbors, Porsha is finally admitting why she decided to divorce her husband, Simon Gobadia, after 15 months of marriage. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, Porsha claims that she had no knowledge of his sketchy past, and learning that information ruined her perception of their marriage. By way of further response, the media frenzy that ensued was solely a result of her husband's actions, which included revelations about her husband's criminal history, questionable immigration, and allegations of fraud. Okay. The motion read, the wife shows that the news reports of husband's alleged immigration fraud and what appeared to be an imminent threat of deportation were shocking and affected the wife's mental and emotional well-being. None of this information was ever disclosed by the husband to wife, despite wife having previously inquired about husband's immigration status and criminal history. Her lawyer wrote, since learning of the husband's checkered immigration history and status, wife began to question everything that she initially believed to be true as it relates to her husband's character, immigration, and business dealings, and began to uncover additional information that husband failed to disclose to wife. Petitioner did not wish to remain married to a stranger and file for a divorce. There are more than one reasons as to why we're in this place, and I'm forced to make this decision, Porsha said in text messages to Simon. I will make sure they are written and listed for you to see. There is nothing in this world that would have told me that I would have to divorce you or that I would even contemplate leaving you even for a day. However, what is between us rocks our foundation to the core. I have always trusted you from day one when I took your hand and started on this journey. I've always stressed to you that I feel safe with you and how important for someone like me that is. I've also loved you through and through. But all of this shows me that you have not cared for me the same, and that is a huge problem. Your job was to protect PJ, and you have not. Alrighty then. So that is the situation with Porsha and damn Simon. Girl, listen. How could you trust him? That's what I'm saying. How could you ever trust a man like that? My thing is that you saw what he did to Fallon. You saw that. And so did your fans. And everybody disregarded that because she fucked the pool boy and got pregnant by him, but not really saying anything about how he cheated on her with Porsha first before she fucked the damn pool boy. That's what people don't want to say. Now, I understand. Listen, y'all know I don't like Porsha, But what I'm saying is, I feel what she's saying. She feels like she's married to a stranger. She didn't know none of this stuff, and that the plan was for him to protect her and her child. But how can a stranger protect me and my child? But Porsha, that man was a stranger when you got with him. That man was a stranger when you married him. You didn't know that man like that. You met him through a person that was supposed to be your friend and took her man and married him and thought that you was finna have a happily ever after when Fallon wasn't even married to him that long. I think Fallon was only married to him for about a year and some months too. You thought that you was special and that you weren't gonna get the bullshit that girl got, and you got it. Okay, and you got it. And I'm pretty sure that this shit is gonna continue and continue and continue. Y'all gonna be in the blogs every damn week, and that is absolutely fine with me because they give me something to talk about. Because March has been a dry ass month for me. For us content creators, it's just now starting to get back hot again. Okay, it's just not starting back to get hot. So we're gonna keep it moving with that. But like I said with Porsha, girl, don't be dumb all your life. Okay. So we're gonna move on to the last topic of the day, and that is Diddy. Now, y'all know the people have been coming out and speaking on his behalf and taking up for him, honey. So the first person that we're gonna get into that's been trying to take up for him is damn Slim Thug, the last person they need to be speaking up on anybody. So let's get into what the hell his dumbass had to say. Let's listen.
Black man who came so far, almost to $1 billion, fall down. That's our inspiration for. It ain't too many of us. I don't want to see they took Kanye down. We forgot about Kanye, and the good thing he able to do his own, man. That's how I look at it, man. We losing another billionaire over allegations at this point. Still ain't no criminal charges. You know what I'm saying? We only got about 1 billionaire left. Who? Jay-Z? That's the only motherfucker left. Everybody else. Let's take the person off of it and who that person is, right? Man, listen. If look at who is wishing this dude fail, you know what I'm saying? It's his own people. It's his own people cheering him, laughing, and Diddy did it and coming up with new slogans for him. It's his own people, man. Like, so take note of this. Man, you would think the motherfucker, he thought a year or two ago when we were popping Ciroc, he thought that we would ride or die for him, man. Like, he thought that the motherfucking world of hip hop would stay down and over, especially without him having a case. Like, especially without him having a case, he would think, hey, man, they're gonna ride for me. I live for this hip hop shit. I lived and died this shit. The hip hop community is gonna ride for my innocence. He would assume, I'm sure. Say if he did that, then whatever he get. But so far, I haven't seen no criminal charges. So out for that, I'ma just sit back and hope for the best. I don't want to see nobody go down, man. And for people to celebrate that, love that, want to see that, is weird to me, man. So like, it made me want to stay in the house. And people you would never knew they existed want to see this man, whatever. If you work for me, if I came up under you and you over me, fuck you. I don't want to do no business with you. Fuck you. I don't want to see you in the streets. But do I want to see you go to jail for life? Nigga, like, you help me, you're part of my plate, regardless if I like you not. I don't want to see a black man who came so far, almost to $1 billion, fall down. That's our inspiration.
First of all, he's always on the wrong side of everything. He probably get up on the wrong side of the fucking bed every time he wake up. Slim Thug, shut the fuck up. Seriously. Because what I'm annoyed by is the fact that every time it comes down to some black man or anything, not even just a black man, anything, all these motherfuckers want to talk about is money. Oh, he's a billionaire. I don't want to see no billionaire. So because he got money, he cannot be held accountable for the stuff that he did. It doesn't make any sense to me. And it will never make any sense to me. And I don't want to see them go to jail. But Slim Thug always taking up for people that are predators. He's always taking up for, he always doing stuff like that. And anybody that always taking up for a predator or someone that does the things that Diddy is accused of, you gotta watch their ass. And Slim Thug is somebody that needs to be watched. Okay? Because he ain't shit. Like, shut the fuck up. Did nobody ask you nothing any motherfucking way? He just sound ignorant. Like, him and that beard just sound ignorant as hell. Like, he always running his damn mouth and saying some of the stupidest problematic ass shit. Shut the up. For real. Anyway, so the next person that's speaking up against Diddy is a journalist by the name of Torre. Okay. He claimed that a male family member ended his internship with Diddy after Diddy allegedly wanted them to spend the night together. Let's get into it.
Personally disturbed many years ago. Okay. I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.
Yeah.
And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? He wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this is a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, oh, like this is how it goes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was personally disturbed.
Okay, so that was Torre, and he was basically saying that he had a family member that he put on. He was close enough to Diddy to ask him to do that. Now, a lot of people kill me when they always say how they hate it when people speak on things later on down the line and stuff like that. But what really kills me is that y'all want to look at this as a takedown, but it's not a takedown. Diddy did the shit that everybody is saying that he did. Everybody got the same story. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I don't understand why people can sit up here and act like, this man is not capable of doing the things that these people are saying that he's doing, because he's very capable of that. People with power are capable of doing just about anything to get people to do whatever the fuck they want them to do. But that's another story. So then Tyrese asked, here he comes saying something. So this is what Tyrese said on social media. Now, Tyrese says, what I can't do and what I won't do is downplay the laughter, the fun, the energy, the inspiration, the award shows, the studio sessions, the most legendary parties and events I've ever attended in my life. And I also can't act as if my high school backyard parties throughout South Central LA wasn't the craziest parties ever because of the bad boy on slew of hit records. I don't condone nor support abuse, bullying, SA, or anything that is currently being alleged. But what I can't do is turn the blinds on how much this means to me and all of us, and what he has done for the community of music and culture. Don't worry, I'm the only one crazy enough to jump out there and say what most of you want to say, but you don't have the balls to do so, because it's very normal for people to be going through a rough patch and we all sit back and make a mockery of it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm praying for Diddy and his kids, his family, his mother, and all of the alleged victims that's in the middle of trying to simply have their voices to be heard. I love this brother. He's been nothing but kind and generous towards me, and that's the way I feel. Praying and praying for more of a better outcome of all of this is happening. God bless you, Diddy. If you ever need to call me and just need a listening ear, I'm right here. But see, the problem with that is you making a post for Diddy, but where was the post for people like Cassie or other people that have come out and said some things that that he did. You know what I mean? Some girl up in here said, "I'm glad Sean fled because I don't like how they trying to play, how y'all playing with him. Sorry, y'all can never make me hate Puff. He introduced me to Mary J. Blige and many, many more. If you see this, Puff, don't come back to the States. Take that." Girl, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck who he introduced us to. Yeah, he introduced you to a sound. He introduced you to music and all this other shit. I get all that, but that does not mean that he's not supposed to be held accountable for the things that he's done. And I'm so sick of people using the things that he did in the industry and in music as a way to make what he's doing okay. It's not okay. And that is really the motherfucking issue. Because a mother give y'all some good songs, that means that they're not supposed to be held accountable. Dad. So if your child or your daughter or your cousin or somebody like that was a victim of his, are you gonna say y'all can never make me hate Diddy because even though he did this to one of my family members, he gave me Mary J. Blige, honey, so I can't hate him? Girl, shut the fuck up. A lot of y'all sound stupid as hell when y'all say shit like that. Oh my God. Like I really can't with people. Then Akbar. Here come her dumb ass, and she has some things to say as well. Here she go. She says, I don't know what Diddy did or what he didn't do, but what I find more disturbing is how the Black community is the only community at his throat, not sparing his kids or nothing. Nobody's even trying to spare his fucking daughters on this internet, and that's the part. Them are babies. Once again, I don't know what is true or not, but this has always proved my point. When I say the only skin color that will publicly go against each other is the Black people. We don't stick together at all. Now, I'm not saying stick together with BS, but them kids are innocent, and y'all get a thrill off laughing and joking about other people's pain. But what I find even more disturbing is you can never catch them Caucasians going against each other on the internet. They're going to stand and stick together or don't open their mouth at all. Y'all may hate this messenger, but y'all know what I'm saying is true. His daughters are in school, and I have a daughter, and I don't wish that pain on nobody because kids are cruel in school sometimes. Girl, shut the fuck up. Was he concerned with any of his fucking kids when he was out here doing this heinous ass shit that he's being accused of? And let's not talk about Black people going against other Black people when you go against Black folks every fucking day. Shut up. Like, are you serious? And you talking about they're not thinking about his children. What about his sons that he left behind and they wound up getting involved in his mess? But you want to talk about they're not thinking about his kids. You need to be concerned about your own fucking kids that you don't take care of. Shut up. And just like somebody said in the comments, you must didn't hear about quiet on the set. Plenty of white folks have spoke out against other white people. Girl, shut the fuck up. Y'all kill me with making this a Black thing. Like, I don't give a fuck what color he is. If he did this shit, he needs to be held accountable. What the fuck? So Tyrese comes back again and he goes live. Now let's get into what his stupid ass had to say.
It seems like there's so much shit coming across our timelines that we just don't care anymore. We don't care. So I don't want anyone to confuse me last night before I went to sleep, I was praying. I found myself praying for Diddy's kids. I was thinking about Justin and Christian Combs and thinking about the twins who go to school with my daughter. My daughter and his twins have been at pretty much every birthday party. And then I'm just thinking to myself, see, a lot of people will go after Diddy, beat him down for whatever he's either did or being accused of, allegedly. And then it's all about him, right? And I was thinking about the family. I was thinking about the kids. I was thinking about, now it seems like there's so the stress of yesterday I went home and all of a sudden I'm in handcuffs at the house. it's just trying my best to see things through the lens of the kids, not just him specifically. And then I wanted him to know, irregardless of what he's being accused of and going through, as Minister Louis Farrakhan said, when a man is down, don't laugh at him. Don't make a mockery of him. Don't beat him down. Don't beat him down with your words. You don't have to agree with what somebody did. You don't have to even want to be associated with what somebody did. But everybody deserves prayer. The stress of yesterday, I went home and all of a sudden,
It's always, y'all always running and protecting somebody when there's allegations like this that's coming out against this person. Why do y'all do that? Y'all completely disregard the people that was actually victimized by these same people that y'all trying to protect. I don't know why y'all do that. Now it's about you don't give a fuck about his kids. This ain't got shit to do with his kids. It got more to do with you protecting him and trying to defend him. You half ass praying for them damn kids. You don't give a fuck about them damn kids, so let's not act like you do. It ain't got shit to do with them. What you're doing is you're trying to defend Diddy, but act like you really not doing it and you only trying to take up for him because of the kids. But if he didn't give a about his children when he was doing the bullshit, why the fuck should we give a damn? Why should we give a fuck about his kids? I don't. The fuck? Like, the facts are, it's been alleged that he did bad things to both black men and black women. But here we are on our soapbox. Here we are trying to defend him, trying to make him out, trying to do this, or whatever, trying to make sure that don't nobody see him in this way or that. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, and and then what kills me, it's always black men that always come to the black man's defense when it comes down to stuff like this. Like, the feds been to his house to raid him. Like, it's obviously something going on here. And I just really feel like if you speaking up in defense of him, you have been at his parties, you've been by him, you've been involved in them freak offs that he was in. It's funny how y'all want to defend Diddy, but y'all silent when the actual victims come out and say what they gotta say. But okay, we can sit up here and pretend like we don't see what's really going on here. But I'm tired of Diddy and I'm tired of all these people that's trying to speak up for him. Shut the fuck up is what I say to all y'all. But before we get up out of here, let's get into one more thing. Bando has a new song coming out. It ain't really a new song, but it's a remix to another song that he has called Nasty, and it's featuring Tay G, Alonda, and the Hood Hoes. It will be available on April the 1st. All right, so make sure you guys get into it. Our very own Carl, who's a part of the Hood Hoes, is on this song, so make sure you guys support it. With that being said, you guys, this be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here. And until my next video, I'll holler at you guys a little bit later.